You probably envision a nerdy businessman when you think of Bill Gates right away. You would not consider him to be a very wise investor, but in reality, he is both. He made a sizable fortune by founding Microsoft, but he increased this sizable fortune even further by making very wise investments. Tips and tricks that Bill Gates used to amass his fortune. Tip number 1. Ignore noise and focus on buying great companies. Investor Bill Gates is involved in many different fields. Does his perspective on the markets or what you do as an investor have any recent changes? Warren Buffett's philosophy is that if you can find great companies and invest in them, then the macroeconomics can go up and down and the fundamental value of what you're holding on to will be the main thing throughout that. There is a team of people who manage that for him based on what people saw with the Trump rally or based on what we've seen with interest rates up to this point. They did a pretty good job since he was, long-term focused, but I don't believe they comprehend macroeconomics sufficiently to be placing bets that are particular to that element. Tip number 2. Pick good managers. The key to Bill Gates' successful business decisions is choosing the right people. Paul Allen is likely near the top of his list of potential partners, followed by hiring a friend and finding a person you completely trust, who is fully devoted, who shares your goal but possesses a little different set of abilities. It serves as a chat for you as well. You may bounce ideas off of him. Selecting a partner is essential because sparking off with someone who has that type of brilliance has not only made it entertaining but has also really led to a lot of success. Tip number 3. To win big, you sometimes need to take big risks. You sometimes have to take big risks in order to win big. This is a direct quote from Bill Gates, who is trying to convey the idea that sometimes being an excessive cautious investor will cause you to miss out on those high returns. What is the best illustration of this that I can give? They were those really innovative technology firms like Netflix, which has increased by over 6,500% in the last 10 years, Amazon, which has increased by over 2,000%, or Apple, which has increased by over 1,100%. You're taking a big risk if you bought these stocks back in the day. You are taking a big chance, but you are also taking a big chance. A chance to earn hundreds of percentage points and exceptionally high income. This is what Bill Gates means when he says that sometimes you have to take large risk in order to succeed. If you use this in terms of investment, don't be scared to invest in companies like Tesla, Amazon, Netflix, etc. if you think your stock has a ton of room to grow. Tip number 4. Patience is key when investing. The fact that many investments will undoubtedly fail is something you need to understand. You will experience many ups and downs. They all know exactly what I'm talking about, those Tesla investors. There have been several occasions when everyone believed that the stock was headed for disaster. People were saying to Tesla, this electric car company, they've got no chance of making it. But those who stayed patient and saw the value of the company, well, they made a great number of profits. When Elon Musk started tweeting about Tesla being taken private at 420, and when he appeared on Joe Rogan podcast and did some subjectively inappropriate things, whatever type of investor you are is irrelevant. It's an old story. If you can't take the ups and downs and vicissitudes of the stock market, you shouldn't even be playing the game. You can earn a lot of money if you can endure the ups and downs over time. Warren Buffett acquired 97% of his wealth after turning 52. All of this was made possible by persistence, compound interest over time, and wise investing. His portfolio basically snowballed in size all by itself. However, once it starts to grow, there is no halting it. The point Gates is making with this rule is that you do need time to create that snowball in the first place. Tip number 5. Diversity. Bill Gates' choice to diversify and not have all of his riches in one place was among his wisest investment moves. He really sold a lot of his Microsoft shares before the massive technological bubble burst in 2000, and he then invested the proceeds in the other businesses, including Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, Canadian National Railway, waste management, and a number of other equities. This made sure that when the crash did happen, his net worth was not totally dependent on one single stock. He was diversified and did not suffer the same losses that you are seeing right now. Bill Gates only owns around 15% of his portfolio in Microsoft, while the remaining 47% is in Berkshire Hathaway, an investment firm that purchases a wide variety of equities and is, in and of itself, exceptionally well diversified. Due to his diversity, Gates feels certain that his net worth will be secure even if one of his stocks fails and goes under. Tip number 6. There is a huge opportunity in the healthcare sector. You are aware that persevering a life only costs around $2,000 in total. It's a great deal. You want to purchase more. It is advancing incredibly well and becoming more efficient. It's important to be enthusiastic about this, and engaging others in the world of creating tools for Africa is part of the pleasure. If you can find an alternative to an intramuscular injection or a shot that lasts for 3 to 6 months, it would be preferable. They can simply keep it at home and use it for themselves. If you can reach that point, you could genuinely take into consideration these specific items. Given how empowering it is for women, some of these product profiles will be appealing to particular investors if the idea of investing in these kinds of items is put on the table. We have to help make sure this is a particularly good portfolio. Therefore, if we only include one drug in this experiment and stake our entire financial future on it, there is a 50-50 chance that it will succeed, and if it fails at an early stage, a 50-50 chance that it will fail. Fortunately, as you may know, the pharmaceutical industry is becoming more intelligent in its attempts to push the risk to the initial phases. Tip number 7. Invest in companies making a difference. Looking into Gates' portfolio will also reveal something else. Walmart, his second largest holding, is a company that aids in the world's garbage problem. According to his investment strategy, he invests in businesses that he believes will make a difference. It provides food and products for Americans. Transporting goods throughout North America is Canadian National Railway, a company in which Bill Gates has invested. Generally have a significant impact on society, and as a result, they developed as businesses. In accordance with the principle of good governance and good management, Gates has the right to guide the managers of the foundation's endowments and voting proxies under his investing philosophy. Bill Melinda advises the investment managers to take into account the principles that guide the work of the foundation in addition to business revenues. Therefore, investing is more than simply focusing on making a profit. It should also include businesses that are improving the world, as doing so tends to pay off in the long run as these businesses end up becoming very successful. Gates didn't merely become wealthy by chance or inheritance. He first acquired it by creating a sizable company in Microsoft. Then, he increased his wealth by making wise investments and according to the guidelines I just discussed. You must strictly abide by these guidelines if you want to achieve long-term financial success. You cannot simply adhere to one for a few months and then anticipate financial success. You know, Gates' success as an investor was a result of the effort and discipline he put in, as well as, of course, a little guidance from Warren Buffett, with whom Gates has a close friendship. I sincerely hope that these ideas will help you maximize your long-term investment results. So, what can you say about the tips and tricks of Bill Gates? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to Wealth-ology for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video. Bye!